What's up, everybody? X the Hero here. I'm just gonna dive right in. This is Achievement Hunting 101. This is level 373. But what we really ought to call this show, in my absence, it's become a bit of a soundboard shenanigan show. So I'm renaming it right off the bat. Bam. Welcome to Soundboard Hunting 101. This is level 10 or something like that. But oh my gosh, I've missed you guys. Joining me as always is ElroyOMJ, the soundboard king himself. How the heck are you?
I am well. I can't wait to throw some zany sounds on that and make it a go. So, but I'm shorter on time these days, you see. So it's a good chance that I won't put any soundboard shenanigans into this because it actually takes a lot more time. Something I am very short on because, spoiler alert, on the update section or the what's going on. I mean, it's all encompassing. There is this terrible cancer in my life, and it is named the G task, and it's everything I remember it to be. It's entered the awful phase at this point, and it just
was it ever not in the awful phase?
Yeah, it's like, well, I kind of
I was gonna say week one is probably just
yeah.
do what you do, right?
The exciting part is like when you're getting the team together and you're kind of figuring out and you're kind of ready for the contest to start, and we even got an extra week of that this time around because they postponed it a week, and then like it starts, and then like the first 2 weeks are pretty easy, and then it just starts to escalate at a very exponential rate. So we're not even halfway through the contest, and it's already requiring about 9,000 TAD a week to stay in it, and that's not normal gameplay. You're not going to just say, hey, I'm a casual gamer, I'm just going to score 9,000 TAD this week for fun, and yeah, it's just so ridiculous, and it takes forever, and that's what I've been up to. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm about to do. That's what I just got finished doing. It's everything. You asked me a question about how the week's going. It has to do with the contest. You asked me about any big plans this weekend. Well, my plans are to work on the contest. That gets the answer to every question right now. It's awful.
Your marriage must be very secure for Kelly to put up with this year after year.
Well, I talked about this at one point about how she used to, give me a lot of crap about it and everything. And then she got into a competition of her own where she was doing dance, and it was like at the national level. And so she did that over the summer and the lead up to it, whereas like I just never saw her. I was on summer break and I never saw her. She was at the dance studio just nonstop. And then she mentioned to me that she kind of understands better now. Well, moderation is not for this family.
Nice. You're all in.
Yeah, we do something. We like we don't half ass, I guess is the best way of putting it. I don't know. We go for the win in this family. So there you go.
I think the takeaway there is the double-edged sword here is G-Task. I'm so tired of hearing about G-Task, but also I'm so tired of your damn soundboard effects. So which is the greater evil here? I don't know how to feel about this.
Well, we shall see, but I'm telling you, it's probably going to be a pretty quick edit job because 9,000 TAD doesn't just make itself each week. So,
well, for what it's worth, I deliberately went through. I didn't script everything out. That's no fun. But I made sure that I wasn't going to say anything that could be quotable for 10 weeks. You capping, fam.
I mean, yeah, that's it's almost like you gave a lot of material.
I never really disappeared.
You've been on every episode, or at least every other
right.
episode.
I went on a 2-month hiatus, but did I really?
And so in some cases you talk more than the person I was
I
I was
freaking know it,
co-hosting
man.
with. I appreciate you being very guarded. I understand completely, but I think it's unwarranted in this case. But maybe I'm just trying to lull you into,
I gotta say, you're trying to, let my guard down here.
yeah, you might slip up and, say the G word or something. You never
Godzilla?
could be Godzilla.
Well, speaking of my 2-month hiatus, it was grindy. Very nice from a gameplay standpoint. I know this is foreign in the achievement hunting community. But as I mentioned, I played Final Fantasy 16. I completed it. I got everything there was to do. Finished all the DLC. Blah blah blah. It has quickly shot its way up to my second favorite Final Fantasy game of all time. But that's neither here nor there. Um, yeah, that was the only game I played for all of June and July and August and September. I know you can't comprehend that, Elroy, but that was like 120 hours. I overworked myself this summer. I talked about that. That's over and done with now. It was great money, but no time. So it took me 4 months to play one game. I think I finished that on Wednesday, and then the game I'm going to be talking about today came out that Friday, which was September 26th, if I remember correctly. And now that is the only game I've been playing since then. So I've played two games in 5 months here. Are you okay with this?
I mean, I'll probably have finished 2 more games by tonight. Just get the that sweet little little hit on my weekly totals, and then
There you
you
go.
know what? And it was so much fun. As soon as Tuesday morning hits, let's just do it all over again. For
Right. The week resets on Tuesday. What is it? 8 a.m., right?
oh gosh, no. Well, maybe for you. For me, it's like 5 in the morning.
Oh, so 6 a.m. then. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I knew it
great.
was early.
Yeah, it's great, going to bed late and then waking up about an hour beforehand
I
to
was gonna
make
say you're
sure.
playing until 4 o'clock to secure your
Yeah,
spot,
exactly.
and then you wake up at 5. How much fun!
Yes, indeed. I'm a little tired. Did I mention that?
You say the real power play is just to switch to a nocturnal schedule for the next 8 weeks, right?
That's not bad. I mean, it would probably be more suiting to my needs. I could
Like
still.
wake up at whatever time it needs to be,
Mhm,
play games, go to work,
mhm,
come home, eat, go to bed,
yeah.
wake up, midnight, play.
Oh, yeah, I probably see Kelly about the same amount, honestly.
Right. What difference would it make?
Well, there you go. So that's what I've been up to. I don't really have many other updates. Oh, I did another Tough Mudder over the weekend.
I saw the pictures on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah. I did like 2 and well, I did a Sparta race about
Oh,
2
that's what I
weeks.
saw, actually.
Yeah, and so
That's the one I saw.
yeah, that was weird. That was my first Sparta race, and then in this past weekend I did the Tough Mudder. It was weird because they had them kind of in the same location. It was like
Okay.
just down the road from each other, out near Nashville, and a Sparta race was unusual. It was more like a workout, I guess. It was like, okay, jump over a few things, and then okay, here's like a kind of like a upper body like pull up type jungle gym.
It looked like what's the show? American Ninja Warrior or whatever it's
Okay,
called.
yeah,
It
I mean, there's
was
some
those vibes,
aspects.
just sort of those obstacles to
Yeah, well, a lot of them have that,
accomplish.
but this one involved like carrying a bunch of heavy crap. Like
Mm.
here's a big concrete ball on the ground that I don't know. I think it probably weighed like 80, 90 pounds maybe. And then it's like pick this up and then walk it over here and then turn around, walk it right back and drop it and then keep going. Yeah, here's a big old chain. The chain kind of sucked because it would pinch your fingers in between the links.
Ugh.
So I kind of threw it up on my shoulder, and yeah, that was kind of an uncomfortable one. And walk it over here and then walk it back, and then it was just a lot of that. And at the end, you like throw a spear and try to hit this hay bale. I hit it on the second try. I was really proud of myself. My friend that I was running it with, he didn't hit it, and he had to do burpees. But I went ahead and I did the burpees with
You
him.
did them anyway,
Well,
because
I
of
did it
course.
anyway because I'm not turning down burpees. And so yeah, and then the Tough Mudder's just like mud, and I actually tore up my feet really bad. I had a terrible game plan. You would think I would know better by now because this was like my 15th one of these things.
I should say you've done a lot of Tough
Yeah, I've
Mudders.
done a lot of them over the years, and it's you would think I would know better, but I ran it with no socks because the socks I wore last time gave me blisters, and so I thought, here's a great idea. Let me just run it without socks. Oh my gosh, my feet are so tore up. That was not the right play, and so yeah, my feet are trash right now. Blisters like all over the tops of them, just where they rubbed against the shoe, and because it's a 10-mile race. Yeah. So anyway, I learned my lesson. So number 16, I will have socks on, I promise. What about you? Any races? Or...
Well, after all that, where to dive in? I think I've mentioned I have flat feet, so I've worn skate shoes forever. I haven't skateboarded since I was a teenager, but just Vans, DCs. I found Adidas skate shoes in my 30s. They're a little more mature, but I figured I'm going to Japan. I'm going to be doing a lot of walking, so I actually bought like a pair of adult shoes. Yeah,
They grow up so
you'd be proud
quickly.
of me. They're Adidas. They have cloud foam on the bottom. They're still flat for my flat feet.
Uh-huh.
They're very comfy. I go clop, clop, clop when I walk. I sound like a
Mm.
horse. I'm about an inch taller. It's taken some getting used to, but yeah. So, my feet are not going to be all torn up like yours
Yeah.
when I go to Japan in 3 weeks. Let's go.
Oh, 3 weeks for real. Okay. That's
Yep,
awesome,
yep.
man.
Actually, when this episode comes out, 2 weeks, I will be in Japan to the day.
That's awesome, man.
So, can't wait.
I'm excited for
Heck
you.
yeah.
That's really cool. All right, man.
And here's a weird one that I just need to share. So, I came home from work on Monday, and there were not one, not two, not three, not four, five wasps in the window of my
Mm.
apartment. And of course, my cats were that was just bliss for them. So, they're on the window, luckily, so you can just pop them in a cup, scoot a piece of paper underneath, and, trap them and fling them in the toilet, flush them. So, took care of those five. As I was coming back from the fifth one, there were two more on the window. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I'm like looking like, how are all these wasps getting in? And when I say wasps, they're like the big, nasty, mean, scary looking ones that I don't really want my cat swatting.
What color?
Like gold, like that deep
Okay.
yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, the nasty ones. Luckily it's cold, so they're like half dead, which
Mm.
makes them a little easier to manage. If this was spring, I wouldn't be cupping them in the window. But anyway, over the course of 8 hours on Monday, I had the landlord, the superintendent, and pest control in my apartment like 5 or 6 times, just trying to find where are these guys coming from. We looked outside, found some like cracks in the bricks. We saw them crawling in there. So we still have no idea how they are getting from. Like we see where they're going into the building from the outside, but the landlord was there in like the whole building process of the building, and he's like, I have no idea how that outside wall is connected to your apartment. So somewhere between the outside brick wall and then my drywall is presumably a big wasp nest in there, and
Mm.
somehow they're crawling their way through and getting in. So like we caulked every hole we could find in my apartment. We don't want to like fumigate or anything because cats, that would be,
Mhm.
what are we going to do with them?
Right.
Um, so we, plugged all the holes we could find, and this was Monday. So Tuesday, there's one of them. Like, all right, he must have been in here already. He just made his way to the
Mhm.
window. Like, so far, so good. Today, however, there have been four of them, and I find it hard to believe that there could be four wasps chilling in my apartment for 48 hours now that wouldn't have made it to the window. So we have no idea where they're coming from. And it's a little weird. They're not bothering us. Like I said, they're half dead. They're going right for the window and just climbing on the glass, trying to get heat and sunlight. And I'm sure they're only in my apartment for warmth, right? It's cold in Pennsylvania in late October. But I don't really want all these wasps in my apartment. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. You got to earn points. I got to catch wasps every couple hours.
The reason I asked for the colors, like, man, we had a bad stint with the red wasp around here. Like the red ones are the worst. Those things, they'll chase you,
Mm,
and we had a big old, I don't know, nest inside our wall above the garage. So every time we leave the garage, it was like a 50-50 gamble whether you're going to get chased by a wasp. And so I finally had to take care of it after I got stung like 4 times. And man, that's like
ooh.
those things get you. And so anyway, so I hate red wasps. I'll kill them immediately. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't want them in my apartment, whatever color they are.
Right.
It's the end of that story. So I'll send some wasp updates.
There
But
you go.
anyway, why don't we say we get into some game chat here?
Yeah, man.
So if you've seen our document, you've seen what game I'm going to talk about. And spoiler alert, I left you a little note for later, but we'll burn that bridge when we get there. So I mentioned I'd been playing 2 games in 5 months. One of them was Final Fantasy 16. The other is Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles.
I just
So
I just saw it. Oh gosh.
yeah, more on Elroy's laughter in a little bit. So Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, is a remaster of the, I believe, 1997. Gonna check that real quick. 1997 was the original one, came out on PlayStation 1. And in 2007, probably the 10th anniversary, they did a PSP port remaster. They added some new features called War of the Lions. And I guess in the past 15 years, they lost some of that. So this new one is a remaster of the original that does not include the new content from the last remaster. A little weird there. Um, and the game director kind of BS'd his way through it. He's like, well, it's a remaster of the original, so people want the original. Bonus features be damned, right? But they did a good job with it. So, Final Fantasy Tactics, what is it if you don't know? It does not play like a typical Final Fantasy. It is. It's technically a JRPG because it's an RPG made in Japan, right? But it is a tactical, as the name would imply, tactical RPG. So it's the grid based, so you can move up to and then right to, and then you have an action each turn. You can move and perform, and that is the gameplay. You have your team, and then there's the enemy team, and you gotta kill them all. It's a tactical RPG, right? No surprise there. I don't need to go into that. What makes this one unique is they combined it with the Final Fantasy theme, so it has a job system in it. So every one of your characters can perform a different role and you can customize that. So there's, the standard archer class, there's the thief, there's the knight, there's the black mage, the white mage, no gray mage. I think we talked about that last
We
time.
have, yes.
There's, a bard, there's a ninja, samurai, some other ones that I'm forgetting, bunch of different mages, and they all, fill a different niche. What's cool though is you level up the job you're doing, and then once you learn those skills, you can use them regardless. So like if I spend some time playing as a black mage, I learn fireball and all that stuff. Then I can become a ninja, so I can dual wield swords like ninjas do, but I can still cast fireball if I set those black mage skills. So you can have some really versatile. I want to say versatile, but that's not how I say that word. Some really versatile, well-rounded characters if you put in the work to level them up. So it's just fun to sort of like try and find broken builds. So if you equip a knight with like knight swords, they have the highest attack power, but then you give them ninja dual wielding, you're just like a one man wrecking ball. If you, become a white mage, you can heal everybody, but then you also have like the highest attack power. So you can be a mage dual wielding staffs like Gandalf and just bludgeon people to death. If you've leveled up your samurai or whatever, like it's a lot of fun to see what combos you can come up with. And the core gameplay of the tactical part is very well done, but adding the job system in and just mixing that up is fantastic. So I got to ask you, Elroy, if you could take any 2 fantasy classes and combine them together, what would your ideal build be? And don't try and limit to like Final Fantasy because I know you don't know that, but like any 2 typical fantasy classes.
Hey, I've played a Final Fantasy game before, so
Yeah,
I
the Final Fantasy 15, A King's Quest doesn't count.
let's see, man, a bard, because you got this guy that sings, and then What's like the one that like the tank class where they just like a brawler type one?
Uh, yeah, I can say either just knight or you could do like a monk if you want to be the bare knuckle brawler.
Yeah, a monk that like sings to you while he
A
beats you up.
monk that sings. All right.
Yeah, I could get with that.
All
And
right.
we've talked about the dancing skills of a monk in a previous episode, thanks to the help of Exprovos, who took time out of his busy schedule of making power rankings for the GTAS.
Right.
And,
I love that he does that still.
does he though?
With his, like, 45 seconds a week of free time.
Yeah, 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 yep. He's we got those week 1 power rankings out, so
Yes, right.
yeah, they're pretty what is it, evergreen. So why change them? So there you go. But yeah, how about a monk that dances and sings and beats the crap out of you? That's my
Alright.
answer.
I like that.
Punching in
I
for the
like
win.
that.
Yeah, it's a
I
beat 'em up.
think I'm gonna go I don't know if this is like my favorite, but this is the one I thought of first,
Hmm.
was get somebody in full armor so they can, take all the damage that dual wields pistols. So just a knight with 2 guns, basically.
Hmm.
I think that would be unstoppable. If anyone gets in close enough, you can just pistol whip them and
Mhm.
then get some range and then, kapow.
Mhm.
But if someone sneaks up, you're covered in armor. So you're pretty much indestructible. And yeah.
I think you've put more thought into this than I have.
No, I really like the singing, dancing monk. That's fun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, who can't get with that? And you get to, even uses if they have one of the what is it, the long stick, the bow or whatever I guess it's called.
Oh,
They
the bow
could
staff?
yeah, they could like work that into the routine, like tapping it out on the ground,
Oh, so they're a pole dancing, singing, dancing monk.
Bada bing, bada boom.
More like a cane,
Oh, okay.
kind of like Frankenstein and young Frankenstein, tap dancing and with a cane and slapping it on the ground and yeah, to putting
Okay.
on the Ritz. Yeah.
You just have me picturing the frog now. What's his name?
Yeah, yeah, the frog, man. Yeah, he dances with a cane
Ah,
too.
yeah, the cane and the top hat. The dead frog.
Yeah. Okay, now that you're bringing up the frog, you're making me think of the old man on the Six Flags commercials. Oh, that
Oh
guy's the
god,
best.
that's
He's got to be dead by now. I mean, spoiler alert.
I think actually he was not really an old man. I think it was a young
Oh,
guy
well,
in a
that
suit.
runs it. Was he
Oh,
like
did
an
I
old?
just ruin everything for you?
Was he really a young guy that was like an old man makeup? That would be
I'm
terrible.
pretty sure I'm Googling
There's
this on
so
the fly here.
there's
His
so
name
many.
is Mr. Six.
Oh,
Despite appearing as an elderly man in a tuxedo, he is able to perform frenetic dance routines, portrayed by Danny Thiessen, who is right now he
dead.
was born in 1975. So right
Oh,
now he is 50 years old. Those commercials came
boo.
out in 2004
Oh,
when
he was
he
like
was
30s. Is this?
29. He was 29.
Oh, you kidding me? I feel like I got ripped off by Six Flags now.
Not to go too far off topic, but my grandpa um was really really big into Storage Wars, if you know that show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
okay, without
That guy was the
thinking,
best.
without really thinking, I just casually said like, these are staged, right?
Yeah.
And man, I broke his heart just with that. Like he was all in, like he thought this was real, and I broke that old man's heart, man. I felt really
Hey.
bad when I did it. Um,
Modern day
so the
Santa
kicker to
Claus,
this
right?
story
Yeah.
is that he just instantly stopped watching Storage Wars. He just
Golly, yeah.
didn't care anymore after that.
It was an advertisement for like their little pawn shops. I mean, it was
Pretty
yeah.
much is what it
It
was, right?
did. It ruined it. Like I want to stick up for the old man because I watched it because I thought there was some element of realism to it. Then when I found out that it was all staged and fake and that they had already gone through it, I was devastated too, and I stopped watching it immediately. So it ruined
Okay.
the allure. It's kind of like a loot box, really. That was kind of in the age of the loot box.
Oh, that's true. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, and so like the
Watching other
whole
people open their loot boxes.
yeah, but it was like a whole, it was a big freaking loot box, right? And so once you found out that the loot box had already been opened, like, I mean, who wants that?
Okay. Well, I was gonna say the epilogue to that story, I felt terrible for doing that.
Mhm.
But then there was like, I forget what this one was called. But they would not foreclose. What's the word I'm looking for? Where you don't pay your car. They would repo your
Oh,
car
yeah,
and
repo, yeah.
they would tow it away. Um, so we got big into that. And then I did it a freaking second time. I unintentionally mentioned, like, none of this is real, and I broke his heart a second time.
What is
So
wrong
from
with
that
you?
point on, I just vowed to never, ever comment on anything my grandpa ever watches. Just let him have his fun
Man.
with his fake TV shows. Just let him have it. I can't do this to the old man a third time.
I feel bad for the
Pawn
guy.
Stars was his next one, and I couldn't tell him. I'm like, "Nope.
Oh, man.
No, I
Yeah.
never broke his heart for Pawn Stars."
Well, from Storage Wars, the guy that yelled "Yuuup" was the best.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever watched the show, but
He had the glove on, right?
Yeah.
he was kind of the portly guy with the glasses.
Yeah, I think he always wore a like a biker glove.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
It's been probably 20 years since I watched
Yeah,
it.
same here. Yep. That guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how he
But
made his bids. Yeah.
yep, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Screw the card. Yeah,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
When
So
you like raise his hand.
Final Fantasy Tactics here. The plot. So I never played this in 1997. I was 7. It was a little too advanced
Little
for me.
hacker.
But I did play the PSP version in 2007, so I would have been a senior in high school. So I played it, and I remember the plot being good. Like, I remember enjoying it, but I don't think I got it still. Like, it's a pretty nuanced, really dark plot, quite frankly. So I won't spoil the plot, even though it's a 20-plus-year-old game at this point.
I
Closer to
don't
30, actually, 1997.
I don't think anybody's gonna get to the plot anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, well, I won't spoil it. But basically, there was just the end of a 50-year war between two big houses, and everything, it kind of settled rocky, and now the church is trying to put them back at war so they can kill each other. um it's a lot of political drama and a lot of religious undertones put in, and yeah, I don't want to spoil it anymore. It's just very well done, and experiencing it as an adult, I definitely, like I said, didn't appreciate it as a senior in high school. And there's just a lot of like twists and turns and unexpected plot developments. And he's the good guy. No, he's the bad guy. He's totally the bad guy. Oh, he's the good guy. And yeah, it's very well done, and I highly recommend playing the game, Elroy.
You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.
Which brings me to my next part of my discussion here, which is the achievements. It is a very
What?
good list,
Is it?
actually, in
I
terms of
agree.
list.
You never
Yeah,
even
you're
asked
gonna not
me.
talk right now. I'm not letting you make noise with your vocal cords. Hush you. So there are, I think, 6 story-based achievements just for playing through the main plot. It's if you just put it on easy, there's no difficulty achievements or anything, and go through the main story, I think you'll get 6 achievements. You'll get more along the way, coincidentally, but that's not what I'm talking about. And it'll take you maybe, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 hours if you just beeline it right through the main plot. But half the fun, as I mentioned, comes from trying out the different classes and the different jobs and trying to figure out what works for you and your play style, and building a well balanced team. So the achievement list is set up so that every job has one achievement tied to it. So like the first class is Squire, and that one's really easy. It's just use an ability from the Squire class. Nice and easy. Then the chemist can throw items. They're the only class that can throw items to heal people at a distance. So there's an achievement for throwing 5 items. And then the white mage is, they have one offensive spell, Holy. So it's kill 5 people, I think, using Holy. The black mage, you can use area of effect to your advantage. So instead of targeting Elroy, I'm going to target next to Elroy so that I hit Elroy to the left and Battle Cat to the right, and I'll get 2 for 1. And there's the achievement for the black mage for doing that, and like so on and so forth. Every class has their own ability. How would I say? Ability-based achievement, I guess, is the best way to put it. There's a couple like side quests that you can do. One of which unlocks a cutscene, and you watch that cutscene for an achievement. Nice and easy there. That's not missable in the least bit, and it pops up on the map. There's some like errands you can run, which are, if you think like Assassin's Creed, where you send the ships off and you don't actually do them, you just manage it from the menu. There's some of those. There's 3 achievements tied to that. And then after you beat the main quest, there is a bonus dungeon, and you can do that for another achievement. There's 3 ones for leveling up your party, and there is one achievement that you could say requires a bit of time and repetition of the same task over and over again.
I don't I don't
I don't think there's an adjective in the English language
Yeah, this is a
that could
vague concept.
describe this kind of achievement. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nah, this is weird. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. It's very time consuming.
mhm.
It's just going through the
Like
same menu
tedious.
options
It's like
several
tedious.
times. It's very tedious. Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right. Prepare to hear me say tedious 75 times, everybody. I'm sorry. But that is for learning every skill in every class with one character, which it's just a matter of time and leveling up. And I don't want to say the word tedious, but that's how you could use. That's the word you could use to describe this achievement. Tedious. The catch here is there are 2 mystery abilities that in the original game were both missable. If you didn't get them at a very specific point in the story, you could never unlock those abilities. But they've added them to the bonus dungeon, so even if you miss them in the main quest, you can still, in the end game dungeon, earn these mysteries abilities. I'm leaving it vague here. So nothing is missable. Every achievement is doable. It's about a 45, 50-hour completion. Shut up, Elroy. And
You seem
yeah,
upset about something.
why would I be upset? I'm talking about a game that I am thoroughly enjoying. So the last thing I will add is the graphics have been upscaled. They look beautiful in 4K. What makes me laugh here is they didn't change it. It's still very pixel based. It looks like what we remember it looking like on PS1. If you play the PS1 version now, it looks like dumpster fire. But man, we remember it looking really good. And that is what the game looks like now. It's just very HD pixels. The animations are fine. The colors are great, but they didn't update the graphics engine or anything, which I appreciate because it has that old school vibe. And the audio has been, I don't want to say remastered. I think they redid a lot of it. They kept true to the original, but they remade it. And everything is voice acted now. The whole game is completely voice acted. The original, there were none. You had to read everything. So nice quality of life improvements there. They simplified some menus. They renamed some things. In the old Final Fantasy games, what was Poison? It was called Bio, but no one uses that anymore, right? So now they just changed the name. Now it's just Poison. Like, you know exactly what Poison does. Things like that. They just modernized it a little bit, but it is otherwise functionally the same game, just with some very nice creature comforts and quality of life improvements. So that is my review on Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. It is exactly what a remaster should be. And I'm not going to let Elroy rain on my parade here. There is currently an exploit out there for the game. It is being patched to the point that when this episode airs, it might already have been patched.
That'd be a shame.
Square Enix is aware of it. They have said it is in the works. We are patching this immediately. But basically, there's an exploit where you change your language from English to Japanese, and it unlocks all the achievements for you.
It's amazing.
So it takes it from a 45 to 50-hour completion down to about a 5-10 minute completion, which
No.
is a real shame because it's a good game. And my only comment, we're an achievement hunting community. I get it. If you're going to spend $50 just to do that, come on, man.
I mean, it wasn't 5 to 10 minutes. It was about. I'm on the clock for 19 minutes. I sat there and enjoyed
What
watching
took you
the.
so long?
I enjoyed watching the unlocks, all the rares and all that. It was
Oh, you
beautiful. I just sat there and watched them all pop. Just I didn't have to, but yeah, I just enjoyed watching them pop. And I mean, it was a really amazing prologue. It really was engaging as I skipped through it,
I
and
hate this guy. Why am I here?
so the prologue was worth about $50 when you get down to it.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
that one battle sequence where like does everything for you, and then things happen. I'm not really sure. I didn't really read it, but it was a wild ride for that first 7 minutes. And I think the whole discussion, what it really reminded me of was like somebody coming out and talking about a game like Avatar, where you gave this, and I'm not knocking it. I mean, it was awesome review of the game. I mean, it like it's. I'm sure that it's all accurate, and I mean, I played through it, but I didn't experience all that, But
Which, as a fellow someone who experienced the game,
right, but you came out here and gave all this in-depth stuff, and then everyone's just going to do the exploit and keep it moving and not see any of the stuff that you talked about. But if they're patching it out, maybe somebody see this is the gleam of hope is somebody will come to this like, oh, I really wanted to play this game, and they'll listen to you talk about it. And otherwise, people like me, we just can't have nice things. That's what it comes down to.
my hope here is how would I phrase it? If someone like wants to play the game but doesn't want to bother with those tedious, I don't know, I still don't like it. But yeah, like if you beat the game and you're like, cool, I did everything except level Ramza up, he's the main character, to max, I'd probably cheat to do that too, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not going to. Um, but like I can get that. Like I enjoy the gameplay enough that I don't mind, leveling everything out. It's like 10 hours. It's not
Mhm.
like it takes 100 hours here. But yeah, I won't judge too harshly if you do everything except that last achievement. That's fine. But I know that's not what you did, Elroy.
I wouldn't say I cheated. I just wanted to experience it in its native language, and then I was like, "What the?" And I mean, it was amazing. I was like, "Well, I guess I did. I mastered the game. I don't know. It was in Japanese, so I didn't know exactly what I did, but apparently whatever I did was amazing. So I think I just mastered it faster than most. I don't know.
I looked it up and it appears to already be patched on Steam and PlayStation.
Oh,
And
okay.
Switch doesn't have achievements, so who cares? Um, so yeah, it very. I mean, we're recording this on Wednesday. They usually don't get patches out on the weekend. I'm feeling like looks like it just went live today on PlayStation and Steam. So maybe if you can somehow travel to the past and hear this, or if they don't patch it right away. But yeah, it seems like that's not going to be around for very much longer.
Yep.
So I'm saying this as a historical lesson of the dark times where you could switch your language and pop all your achievements.
It really has also the vibes of like Skull the Hero Slayer. I don't know if you remember that one. Where
That one I don't remember.
Yeah, it had something like that. It's still listed as a 1 to 2 hour completion because so many people took advantage of it, and then they patched it, and like several people missed out on it. It was during the contest one year, and I rolled the dice on it and was like, I'm gonna go ahead and use it, even though it was really a lot of points, and I'm so glad I did because like then it was gone, and so I had like a nice leg up that week in the contest. So this one kind of had the same feel for me, although too many freaking people found it, and so yeah, it went down.
I was gonna say the tat on Final Fantasy Tactics is probably gonna trickle down, but if they patch it, it won't plummet on you.
Well, it's already kind of plummeted. It was at 2,800. Now it's down to 2,100. So I've already
21.
lost 700 on it basically. And yeah, so, but there's actually another game that already this contest where I had something like this. It was called Trail Out, and it had a weird little exploit like that too, where you it just like the dev menu was just left out in the open. Like, I don't know, like you get through the tutorial and you buy a car and you're ready to start the game, and then you look in the lower right hand corner, it says unlock all achievements. And you're just like, what? Okay.
Oh, jeez. It's literally that easy.
Yeah. And so you like click on it, and it, like, start popping them all, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah,
That's
somebody
funny,
found that
actually.
one. Yeah, and like, yeah, it didn't pop them all though. It only did 30 out of 40, but it was still a nice little chunk of change, and they've since patched that one out. But my team in the contest all found it, and we all used it, and like it was like 5,000 TAD for the week, so that was pretty cool. But anyway, so it's weird
They
how
made
often
that
that
really easy,
happens,
didn't they?
like you wouldn't think, like, and this is a weird one, like the whole Japanese thing, that's truly unusual. I don't think I've ever seen that where you
Yeah,
change the
that
language.
of all the I don't even wanna call
Weird.
it an exploit because we didn't do anything. Like, I feel like someone probably legitimately found that one because
Right.
you play the game, and then you change the language. Like, that's it. That's a thing that normal people would do.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, it's not like you have to do this specific sequence of events. It's literally save the game.
And yeah.
You don't even have to save the game, actually. Change the language and load in to whatever say and yeah, it popped everything. So,
Yeah.
a very weird one, but
Yeah.
I digress.
Well,
Ignoring that,
you're a
Final
better
Fantasy Tactics
person
is
than
great.
me for, so does this one count? I've played 2 Final Fantasy games now. So I got Tactics under my belt,
Ne neither
and
of them count. Neither of them.
I got 2 down, only what, like 40 something more to go, or I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So
Well, what have you got for us? I don't wanna continue this conversation. You're
I
breaking
don't
my
blame you.
heart the same way I broke my grandpa's heart.
Yep. So, I have the wonderful seasonal game for the season, where we're coming up on Halloween very shortly. And so I'm playing the Grinch Christmas Adventures Merry and Mischievous Edition. And it's kind of like a Halloween game in that, the Grinch is kind of green, and I don't know, he's terrorizing a neighborhood, but
You're trying here. I respect that.
I mean, I don't know. I guess there's more Christmassy games out there. I don't know. It's about as Christmassy as that one game where you're like walking around and like killing people and like a I don't know, or what was the name of that dang game? Oh, it was like a low budget pixel game where you're inside like a tall commercial building, and I don't know. It's kind of like Die Hard, but I don't know. Which is a
I
Christmas movie
I have
too,
no
but
idea.
yeah, I'll have to find it. Someone knows what I'm talking about. Not to be confused with the Roomba game. That's another great Christmas game. You know the Roomba one?
What, Holio?
No, it's like Roombo First Blood. You're like a Roomba.
No, I missed that one. That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, is this Runbo? Runbo. I
Room
do know what you're talking about.
no Roombo, or like Roombo First Blood,
Oh,
like
nope.
Rambo with
Okay.
the room instead of Ram.
I see it now. Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, so
No, I am unaware of
maybe I
Roombo.
should just talk about this game instead then. But like this, it's you're a Roomba, and like you're the only thing at this house, and people are breaking into the house, and so you kill them using your ingenuity as a Roomba, and it's really a great game actually. Save it for the Christmas season though. It's an interesting game. But yeah, that's a very good Christmas game where you're a Roomba.
I will just interject with I have the achievement list up now, and the two that I happened to stumble on completely randomly as I scrolled down. Throw a knife at a burglar while in hack mode, and attack a burglar with a coffee machine, which is called Find Me a Macchiato Pronto. I might
Man,
have to check out Roombo.
I mean, I thought you were gonna go with freeze a burglar with the achievement "Ice to see you."
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it's a great little game. So they even have an achievement on the game called Christmas Miracle. So I mean, it's a Christmas
Oh,
game.
geez. There
Yeah,
you go. That's all the proof we need, right?
that's right. So yeah, so Roombo First Blood. Play that instead of the game I'm about to talk about, which is The Grinch Christmas Adventures Merry and Mischievous Edition. Now, play Roombo unless you're in a contest that requires you to need to find crappy games that are worth way more points than they need to be worth. So this game,
Who would do such a thing?
you're right. This game is only being played because it has 2,300 TAD to it, and it's only a 4 to 5 hour completion. Although I would say that it takes a little bit longer than that.
Yeah, that doesn't
And
seem like a great ratio there, Elroy.
67 hours for 2,000. It fits. I usually do about
Okay.
500 for 2 to 3. So yeah. So it's a little above average, but it's not terrible. I could preload it,
All
to be
right.
honest. Like all the stuff's like on the back end. I haven't decided if I'm going to use them all or not, but I don't know. It's very back heavy. Like the bulk of the TAD is at the back end of it. So at this point, I've only unlocked 800 TAD out of the 2,300, and all I have left is the last 5 achievements. So like
All right.
so it's I'm like in the last hour of the game, and it's got 1,500 TAD attached to it. So I don't know. I kind of need the
And
points this
it's
week.
above average, ladies. He says he's above average.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
but this game, I don't know. It's just crap. I mean, it's terrible. It's not a great game. I mean, it is what it is.
What a ringing endorsement.
It is right. If ever there was a game where you needed to be able to change your language, this would be the one, and
It's the one.
this would be the game. But it just okay. I'm trying to say something nice about this game. The nice thing about it is it was charming to find a movie tie-in game for the Xbox One, because they used to have all those movie tie-in games on the 360 that were kind of crappy,
The good
but
old days.
yeah, but it was kind of cool. You went back and played them, and you knew they were rushed games that were not going to be a masterpiece by any stretch, and that's what this is. It's basically the modern version of that. It's just a cash grab for the Grinch and trying to promote, I guess, the animated movie. I don't know. They're always coming out with new movies for that guy. It seems like there was a
They do,
new.
and it's the same story every time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's literally only one Grinch plot.
Yeah, well, yeah, this one, and this one, I mean, holds very true, because it literally shows you the book, the original book, the Dr. Seuss book, like at the beginning, and like at key moments in the game, I guess you could say, where it's showing you the actual pages and it's reading to you. Fortunately, you can hold down a button and they sound, like chipmunks, but like they read you the entire book, so it's
Okay.
holds very true. But once you get past that part of it, there's just some weird stuff in it, I guess. And again, we've talked about the whole, suspend the disbelief, kind of the suspension of disbelief.
Suspension of disbelief. There
Right,
you go.
yeah, of in a game, and yes, I know that there's not really a place where there's this guy going around taking all the Christmas presents and all things like that, but
Wait, what?
right, but like it's just, oh gosh, like I always get fixated on the weirdest things, and so like the enemy choice, I just can't get over the enemy choice. Like they're in the North Pole. Why is there bats flying around? Like bats, like from a cave.
That's interesting.
Like not ice bats. They're not white bats that are somehow ice bats. I would be maybe okay with that, but no, it's just a bat. Here's a bat. Jump. You got to jump on top of the bat to kill it, and it's just flying around in the Arctic, because that makes sense. And in daylight, there's this bat flying around in the middle of the day, and there's snow and ice everywhere. That
I mean, it
lines
makes as
up.
much sense as a dessert possum. So
Yeah.
who are we to judge?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But and then there's spiders. I don't know much about the North Pole, but giant spiders, and I don't know. They could have just done like, how hard would it make them like penguins and polar bears or something like, or something?
I was gonna say polar bears would be a little too scary for the Grinch,
All
though.
right, or well, I mean, I don't know. Is there anything that flies in the Arctic? Something, right? Surely, like some giant ice moths or something. I don't know what's in the Arctic.
Ice moths. No, there are none of them. Those do not exist.
I don't know. There's got to be something that flies in the Arctic. I don't something. I know penguins don't. I mean,
I
they're solid under in the water though. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure there is nothing that flies in the Arctic.
well, maybe that's why they just say, let's throw some bats in there. Why not? I don't know. But anyway, there's just things like that. And then there's this dog animation that bothers me. So Max, he's like flying around like he's on crack the whole game. Like it's designed to be like one of those where there's two characters and it's like a co-op game. So theoretically, if you wanted to torture somebody, you could have them play as the dog and then you play as the Grinch or vice versa. And Misery loves company, and it's like a local co-op game. I can't imagine why anybody would want to do that. But, and like, it's the involvement of the dog is as simple as jump through like this door and go stand on that button so the door opens. It's the same thing over and over again. There's no deviation. There's nothing else. And let's see, you use the dog to get a few collectibles underneath like low platforms. That's it. That's the dog's involvement. Everything else is done by the Grinch. And I mean, it would be a terrible game to co-op, but
I was gonna say, can you switch characters on the fly?
yeah, that's
Single
part
player?
that's built into it. Like you break into someone's house and like you hide, and then the dog just runs around, and nobody thinks twice about the dog running around. I mean, they were kind of callous to the dog, to be honest. I mean, dogs are social animals, and to just ignore the dog was kind of, I don't know, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. But yeah,
How could you do that to the dog?
yeah, like nobody tried to pet the dog, no, nothing. Like the dog's just running around crazy, knocking the furniture over, and no one even looks at it. Like it was
I'm just gonna throw it out there. Final Fantasy 16 has an achievement for petting your dog,
wow.
and it's literally called "Yes, you can pet the dog."
Right. It's several games like that. I just played a game like
I
that
know.
too. Like
A missed
Aura.
opportunity, man.
Yeah, I'll probably
How
talk
hard
about
is it
it. Yeah, like
to
pet
put a
the dog.
pettable dog in your game?
Yeah, yeah. That was yeah, it's a popular achievement. You know, like I guess it's kind of like a cat that's hidden, you
I
know,
was just
like
gonna say it's these hidden cat games,
right.
but pet the dog.
Pet the dog is kind of the dog equivalent of the hidden cat, I guess. I don't know, but anyway, so this like there's an animation for the dog for Max. Max is the dog. In case you haven't watched the bazillion iterations of the Grinch out there, and where he like he's like dancing or something. And I swear every time he does it, it looks like he's wiping his butt on the carpet. And it attracts my attention every time he starts doing it. And it's weird. I don't know. I don't like it. It's a bizarre animation for the dog to dance. And
Okay.
yeah, again, I fixate on the weirdest things. And
I wanna point out that Elroy's bullet points here. It's the Grinch, and then plot,
yeah,
and then weird stuff.
I'm in the weird stuff section.
We are in bullet point number 2.
There's bats. The dog looks like he's wiping his butt on everything. And yeah, I don't know. And it's just, I mean, it's just not great. It just, the whole game is the same thing over and over again. So you just like, it's like a crappy platformer. And then you get to someone's house and then you like run around the house and like they see you and then like you jump under the table while they're looking at you and then they lose you. Like, oh my God, what stealth? You know, like there's not even a tablecloth on it. It's just like you're underneath the table. I mean, I'm like, yeah, he's right there. Yeah. And
Can you like whistle and stuff to pull him over?
you whistle for the dog and everything. and the dog is running around.
So it's about as stealthy as Assassin's Creed then.
Yeah, it's very comparable. Yeah. And why it should be listed as a stealth game. What is it? It's just a platformer. I may have to put in a genre disagreement and enter it into the stealth category. I wonder if anybody's brought this up because it's like half the game, to be honest. And yeah, it should be
I know we've said it before. They're so weird with their definitions, though. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter if 90% of the game involves stealth gameplay. It
Yeah.
has platforms. It's a platformer.
I mean,
It doesn't matter if your character has guns in third person. It has platforms, so it's not a third-person shooter.
right. It doesn't matter. It's a simulation of being a goat.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. What more do you
EA is
need?
great, man. But genre team, come on, guys. If
Yeah.
any of you are listening,
Yeah,
come on.
I know. It's disappointing. So, yeah. Anyway, so I guess that's all the weird stuff I really want to talk about. Other than the bazillion collectibles, that's all this game is you're playing about 15 stages, and each stage has like 200 presents you got to find on it. That's like 3,000 freaking presents you got to find.
Does it play like a collectathon? Like
Yeah,
the
oh, yeah,
objective is sort of find all the things?
well,
Okay.
no, I mean the puzzle pieces you have to find. Like there's just these puzzle pieces. There's only 8 of those on each stage, and then you use those to unlock the upgrades. So, like you get 12 puzzle pieces, you get a jetpack that allows you to jump higher, or if you're trying to piece together the Santa suit for an achievement. And so a lot of the achievements are tied to these upgrades. So for example, you unlock a double jump for, I don't know, like 8 or 9, I don't know, remember how many puzzle pieces, and then you go into a stage and you double jump and you get the bleep bloop for double jump. And then there's one for there's like a lasso you use, candy cane lasso. So so you got this lasso, man. You're like slinging this thing around like a whip. Yeah, you can't use it on an enemy. Like, like, seems like you'd be able to whip these
So
enemies.
you're gonna make an Indiana Jones simulator,
Right,
but you don't rob any temples of doom. Okay.
Right, man. You just like hit those bats, those ice bats out in midair, man, with this lasso, man. Like get that thing.
That would be too violent.
Yeah, I guess so. If jumping on its head's not like. I mean,
Mario has been curb stomping Goombas for 40 years.
Yeah. I mean and then there's these. All right, here's another weird thing, or thing that I chuckled about. So to make it more Christmassy for whatever reason, since even though it's a Halloween game, they have these nutcrackers running around, right? And so what do the nutcrackers do? They kick you in the nuts. You can't make it up, man. Like they literally, that's their attack. They like kick you, and it hits you right in the nuts. I don't think that they planned that for that to be as funny as it was to me, but yeah, they like jump around and they see you, they like run up to you and kick you, and the foot's at the level on the character of the nuts. Presumably, I don't know. You're running around naked, yeah. But if the Grinch had nuts, that would be
maybe the Grinch species nuts are somewhere else.
I guess so. Maybe it wasn't a nutcracker.
All right, I just reminded myself of this weird one. Did you ever see? I think it was Men in Black 2.
I probably saw it once upon a time.
There's an alien. He kicks him between the legs, and nothing happens. And then Will Smith is Jay, right?
Uh-huh.
He's like, "Hey, he's a Balchinian," and he pulls down the alien's bandana, and he's a Balchinian. So maybe the Grinches aren't there.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. That's
This was the PG-13 segment of the podcast.
Shoot. Yeah, that
should have been up there in weird stuff. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, the Balchinians. I don't know. Is the Grinch? I don't know. I haven't noticed them on the channel.
I will not be the one to Google where are the.
I mean, there's a lot of characters that do have the ball chin, like off the Family Guy. Like the guy has testicles for like.
They poke fun at that several times too.
Yeah,
throughout the series.
Like I don't know, it's just creepy looking. I don't know. But anyway, so I've never really watched the show. I just know enough from clips and stuff. But yeah,
I was gonna say, in the age of the internet, we've seen all the highlights.
Yeah, I mean,
20 years a show, and a 30-hour highlight reel. It's about all you need on Family Guy, I think.
There you go. So yeah, so the achievements are very non-inspiring. You just get a bunch of upgrades. You get some for each section. You get like one for completing each section, which feels like an achievement because it's like, wow, I gotta keep going. Oh my gosh, this game never ends. It's the same thing over and over again, and it's just it's very mind numbing. But in the end, you'll go play Roombo First Blood instead of the Grinch Christmas Adventure Merry and Mischievous Edition. Did you know this was a re-release of an old, like a
Yeah,
second
I
one?
did know that. The first
Yeah,
one got DLC and then was like immediately delisted or something.
yeah,
So a
yeah.
lot of people with the wrong settings can never get the completion.
No, actually,
Or is the DLC still for sale, but the
it's
game is
still,
down?
yeah. That's I was
Oh,
gonna
that's
say.
interesting.
Yeah, see, I was gonna do the stack. That's why probably my brain's like so tired of this game. Is I was like, well, Rocker had it available for me to play, and then I realized that the the DLC is where all the points were. So because very few people. So this is the Grinch Christmas Adventures, not to be confused with the Grinch Christmas Adventures Merry and Mischievous Edition. So for the
Mhm.
Grinch Christmas Adventures, it's only worth like 200 TAD for the main game, but if you get the DLC, it's another 500 to 600. So the DLC I realized was not included in what Rocker had. And so I was like, oh crap, I played all this for nothing for 200 freaking TAD. I was expecting the payout, for the extra 500 there. And I I kind of panicked a little bit, and then I saw that it was available for sale. So I spent $10
Yeah,
freaking dollars
jump on
on this.
that.
$10 for this
I feel like that's an
stupid.
oversight that won't be around long.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
haven't.
there it is right now, $10. It's
Yeah, there you go.
the DLC is there for the delisted game.
I mean, might as well, multiply it times 5 and just change the language. I mean, that's a real investment
Oh,
here.
the game is still available physically though. That
Oh,
I
is
did not
it?
realize.
Oh, I didn't realize that either. Okay.
Yeah, the Christmas Adventures Not Merry Edition you can get on disc. So
Okay.
that makes sense then that the DLC is still there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. There, yeah, that makes
All
sense. Yeah,
right.
I didn't know that either. So yeah, the Grinch Christmas Adventures, the same game. I can't see that it was changed in any way, like any enhancements to the game, because I literally playing them back to back simultaneously, and they look,
You say the
feel the same.
difference appears to be that the DLC achievements are just cooked into the main game list.
Yep, and that's why it's back heavy. And with the Christmas feast ones, that's what the 3 achievements that are thick on the original game and that are included in the $10 DLC for the other game. Those basically the feast. See, I give you a little insight in case anybody's thinking of playing this for the contest. You can't get to the feast stages until you play all the crappy stages. So
Gotcha.
it's like the last set of stages after you've played through 3 rounds of games and presumably finished the game. Like I just got finished delivering all the presents, and so I'm ready to go on to the feast. And yeah, I don't think it was available until then. I didn't see it available. So I think when you beat the final stage, then it unlocks those stages to play. So yeah. So otherwise, it'd be nice if you could just fire up the non-mischievous edition and just go straight to the feast, get your 500, 600 TAD, and then not ever have to play the original game. So
But you must suffer.
indeed, it is suffering, man. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's so boring, man. It's just a boring, just heartless platformer that just not great. I did you see the top review of the non-Merry edition? I
I
mean,
did. I just saw it was like the Grinch is a disappointment or something like that.
yeah,
Like just that's it. That's
that's
the
it.
line.
Yeah, the Grinch Christmas Adventure is a major disappointment. There you go.
That's
Thank you, Will Goss 12.
Will Goss 12.
Yeah, appreciate
I
that.
did see
That
that.
is both topical and accurate. Yes. So anyway, there you go. The Grinch. Go play Roombo.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying. If leave that silence in there, because that was me trying to figure out a transition to the let's move on to some baby games. But
Oh.
Elroy's baby game is Final Fantasy Tactics, and I left him a note in the doc
Yeah, you did.
that I'm going to be stealing this from you. So Elroy's baby game is gone.
Yeah.
Um, I couldn't think of anything quick enough, so you got the dead air there.
You
Um,
you could have said something about the Roombo and well, let's now that we've cleaned up the
I know I dropped the ball, man.
yeah.
I couldn't think of anything quick enough.
Oh, and then you could say, let's get to some games that suck, and or I don't know because
Oh, and then a
vacuum
Roomba, man, that would have been
something like that. There's something
yeah.
there. There's something there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I dig it.
yeah. Well, I haven't
Well,
been
do
playing
you have
that, man.
another baby game that you want to
I
showcase?
mean, I'm gonna be like baby gaming it out the wazoo soon. I got like all these games that have like these title updates. And at some point, I'm going to use like all those updates to get through a whole week. And it's going to be like 10,000 TAD, just baby games. It's probably going to be like 75, 8, it might even be a good solid 100,000 gamer score that I'm going to drop just to get to 10,000 TAD off of these title updates. But
Jeez.
yeah, I have a little, I don't play them until they've like decayed to a point that it doesn't really affect my score. So I
Yes,
don't
that's
know
true.
because some of these, man, there's some people that are riding that wave. Woo, man.
What time? I don't remember. What time does TA recalculate?
I
Was it
think
like
it's in the
3 a.m. or 2
night.
a.m. for you, something
Yeah,
like that?
something like that. Yeah.
So yeah, you could be screwed really badly. If
Yep.
you think you're good, go to bed. It
Yeah.
recalculates at 2 a.m. and then
Right.
the cutoff is 5 a.m. Yeah,
Yep. So I'll probably have like a
that's
baby game exclusive at some point as my contribution in one of these weeks where I just baby game it up. Man, there's so many games. Like I swear every time I pull up the TA page, like the lead story is, you know, Xbox is going to get 85 new games this week, and you like click on it, and it's like 50 of them are like 1 hour completions. It's just like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, okay. And of those 50, it's like what, like 20 stacks or something, where it's like 3 games
It's
that
it's
people uh
interesting reading those articles because like they put them all alphabetically and by date, but it would be nice if they put like, here's a real game that people care about.
right. Oh man, there's so many
Like I
games
read
that
the
are
one
just
for this week, and Powerwash Simulator 2 was like 3/4 of the way down under
burying the lead.
17 stacks of, me and my pet hamster. Like, who cares?
Well,
Which
speaking of hamsters, though, did you see my Game Pass? I don't know. It's not even Game Pass, but the Squirrel with a Gun's getting some new skins. Mike
I did
Pitch
not.
posted this into the Discord. They're going to do some, I think, either title updates or some DLC, maybe, and you can get new skins for the Squirrel. And of those skins, one is a possum. One is a raccoon.
Oh,
Yeah, raccoon. Like they're hitting all the boxes, man. That game, they're gonna be printing money soon. So I think it comes out mid-November ish. But yeah, there you go. Squirrel with a Gun. Another game to go play besides the Grinch Christmas Adventures Merry and Mischievous Edition.
all right. Well, I was gonna doubly bring up Power Wash Sim 2 with Game Pass news
Okay.
to damn, missed opportunity again. I'm dropping the ball here on the transition, guys, to blast away the squirrel skin. Ha, Power Wash Simulator 2, of course, comes out. Well, actually, it is already out as of you guys hearing
Mhm.
this, and the achievement list will also be live. But what I like about this one, I was going to say I can preview it because the trophies are live,
Mm,
but it doesn't matter because it will be live when you guys hear this. It of course has the level-based achievements where you have to do the certain task in each one, which are always like do an interactable thing in the level, clean this first, or the horrible clean this last. But luckily, there are only two of those. because those are the hardest ones. Because like it's usually a little thing, and you have to wash around it very carefully and strategically, and do that last. So there's one for cleaning a hatch last. Hatch makes me think that one's going to be pretty big, should be manageable. And then the other one is clean the mouse last. That one, I feel like a mouse is going to be tiny. So that one might be tricky, but otherwise, yeah, let's do this first. So if you miss it, just load back in and do that immediately. Very easy achievement. And then the other ones are all like do things like stand on pillars without touching the floor. Do that until you don't mess it up, So it looks like a very similar list to the first game. And unless I'm missing something as I'm scrolling through again, there are no, what do they call it? The trials or the mastery challenges where you have to get the gold stars. There's none of those, which is good because that was really the only flaw I had with the first Powerwash simulator.
Yeah.
Was those damn timed missions.
Made it more tedious, didn't it?
Aha, yeah. Well, there was an exploit on that since we're, you had to do it on an old console, but if you saved the game on the timed missions, if you saved, quit, and loaded back in, it reset the clock.
Oh, nice.
So you could do that on the old consoles, and then you could get the gold star by finishing it in 4 seconds, but you could not do that on the series consoles, because the series consoles auto-saved. That was one of the series enhancements. It was an auto-save feature, which is an interesting enhancement with your console. But yeah, anyway, Powerwash Sim 2 looks exactly like Powerwash Sim 1, which is, I think, exactly what we wanted in a sequel. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Absolutely.
So, have you got any fun milestones for us this week?
Anybody that's still alive in this contest, I mean, that's a milestone because that means you're scoring an obscene amount of points each and every day. So, especially in team's been in the rougher side right now. So I still got a bunch of friends that are still in it, and so all those people, there you go. That's a milestone. You're still in it. So congratulations to everyone that's still in this godforsaken contest.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I got to give a shout out to Super Bob, who likes to brag about how he doesn't listen to the podcast. So you won't hear this, Super Bob, but he unlocked his 750,000 gamer score milestone. And in epic Bob fashion, he hosted a live stream party so that everyone could tune in and watch him hit 750,000, only for everyone to find out that he didn't hit 750,000. He hit 750,002.
Been there.
Yeah, but if you're doing a big milestone celebration, you got to hit it on the dot. So he didn't hit 750,000. He crossed 750,000.
That's not good.
Very misleading party there, Super Bob.
Yeah, like, what the hell?
I'm just picking on you. Congrats.
I mean, I hate to pile on, but my fantasy team beat him by 1 point this last week.
Really?
By 1 point. It was like 118 to 117. I mean, it was like a last minute catch, and oh man, yeah, it was tough to watch, but yeah. Anyway. I'm sure he doesn't care about that either. So
I'm sure I said this at some point, but I have to say it again. I only did a fantasy football league 1 year in school. I was invited every year, but I don't follow the sports ball. But it was one of those things like, put $20 in through, I think ESPN it was, and, whatever. I was like, all right, whatever, I'll join. So apparently I got like really good rolls or draft or whatever the term would be. So I had people like, will you trade me? Like, I'll give you 4 Elroys for 1 big L. All right, whatever. Just go for it. I don't care. So I just
that'd
ESPN
be
auto pick.
one heck of a trade, man. I mean, for me, I mean, come on.
Yeah, man. So I just let it auto pick my draft, whatever. And I ended up winning like every week. I was just blowing the whole school league out of the water. And then in week 10, I don't remember who it was, but my quarterback suffered an injury and was taken out. And they decided not to tell me because they know I wasn't checking that I had no quarterback. So then I proceeded to lose 11, 12, 13, 14, and finally at the end, they're like, ha, you were going to win, but you forfeited your last 5 games, sucker. So that is my only fantasy football story. I don't know if I ever shared that before, but every time I think about it to this day, it half cracks me up and half frustrates me because they literally conspired not to tell me
Wow.
because they didn't want me to win. Jerks.
Indeed.
And they wonder why I left that school.
Well, man, it's been great recording with you again.
It has. It's been a little while, and
It's-
not to end on a somber note, but I won't be on in 2 weeks because I will be busy, and then I won't be on in 4 weeks because I will be on the other side of the planet. I will see you guys in 6 weeks. Book your calendar, Elroy. I don't know what game I'm going to play, but I will be back in 6 weeks for level 379.
Let's go play Roombo. It'll be around Christmas time anyway.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Oh, man.
The disappointing part of 379 is that, this is a palindrome and a Final Fantasy podcast, and 373 is, in fact, a palindrome and a Final Fantasy podcast. 379 will not be, so I'm not going to be as excited. No, I'm kidding. So, guest hosts who have filled in for me, excellent job all around, except Freaky Row. No, that's so mean. That's
wow.
Excellent
Shots
job all
fired.
around. I will say, actually, if you guys want to do another Gen Xbox, that is one of my favorite. That was just a one-off, right? That was one of my favorite one-off segments that you guys did.
I think we
Or
did like
you
2 or
did.
3, but yeah, it was.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, we did do a whole lot of them, but yeah, I just enjoyed.
Regardless, those were well done.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
I'm just picking on you, Freaky Row. You know I love you. A little Eminem quote in there.
All right.
Well, any parting words of wisdom, Mr. Roy?
Man, I got some points to score, so I'm gonna say class dismissed.
All right.
Yeah.
But everyone,
Oh, yeah.
still, I haven't been on in a while, but, X is going to do his thing, and there's no mystery. There's no surprise anymore. The real power play would be to not do a top 3, but I can't do that. So, top 3 classes in Final Fantasy Tactics. Number 3, Geomancer. Number 2, Ninja. And number 1, Arithmetician. Do your math, kids.
Wow, that's very interesting. I'm sure that I use those classes in my very brief time
You
with the
did not use any of those 3 classes.
Oh, we can't be for sure. I mean,
We can be for sure. The tutorial is the same for everybody.
well, I was thinking, it's been a long time since you've been on the podcast. So I was thinking, what niche skills could I've mastered in that time instead of spending all my time on this stupid contest? So here is top 3 niche skills you can master in 8 weeks. Number 3, Morse code proficiency.
Yeah.
Number 2, 3-ball juggling.
Yeah.
And number 1, lock picking.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like lockpicking that doesn't take 8 weeks.
Right. It says week 1 to 2, master single pin picking on a basic.
Oh my God,
padlock.
you did research.
Yeah, week 3 to 4, tackle tensioning and raking techniques. Week 5 through 8, practice on 5+ lock types. Time yourself under 2 minutes. Grab a beginner kit from Lock Lab.
Yeah.
I take it all back. I'll be damned. All right.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I missed you guys. Again, give me 6 weeks. I'll be back. Not next episode with Elroy, not the one after, but the one after that. 6 weeks, right? And then I will be back to our regularly bi-weekly shenanigans. So appreciate you guys letting me take some time off. Elroy, missed you, buddy. Again, thanks to everyone who's covered for me. It was a nice break. I needed it. Now I'm just busy. But I'm looking forward to being back in a little while. So
Go man.
peace out, everybody. Class dismissed. For real this time. See ya.
Thanks, guys.